In contemplating the idea that death is the only truth that exists on earth from a Sigmund Freudian perspective, we delve into the realm of psychoanalysis, where the human psyche's intricate mechanisms intertwine with the fundamental truths of life and death. Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, recognized that beneath the conscious mind, layers of unconscious desires, fears, and conflicts influence our thoughts, behaviors, and beliefs. In this context, the concept of death as the ultimate truth takes on a nuanced significance, revealing hidden aspects of our psyches. The death drive. Freud introduced the notion of the death drive or Thanatos as a fundamental part of the human psyche. The death drive represents an inherent, instinctual urge towards death and destruction. In Freud's view, it's not merely that death is a truth, but that our unconscious minds are inherently drawn toward it, seeking an ultimate return to a state of non-existence. This insight underscores the complexity of human existence. While conscious desires for life, pleasure, and success dominate our thoughts, the unconscious, according to Freud, harbors a contrary impulse toward death. This duality creates a perpetual inner conflict that impacts our mental and emotional well-being. The repression of death. In Freud's model, society and the individual's psyche employ mechanisms to repress awareness of the death drive. Civilization, he argued, is built on restraints and sublimation that divert this destructive impulse into productive activities. Consequently, the idea that death is the only truth is typically pushed into the depths of our unconscious minds. For Freud, this repression is essential for the functioning of society, as embracing the death drive on a conscious level would lead to chaos and self-destructive behavior. It is this tension between conscious desires and unconscious drives that defines the human condition. Eros and Thanatos. Freud also proposed that the life-affirming Eros drive and the life-negating Thanatos drive are in perpetual conflict. Eros represents the desire for life, love, and pleasure, while Thanatos represents the desire for death and aggression. In the dynamic interplay between these opposing forces, the truth of death's inevitability remains implicit. Psychological implications. From a Freudian perspective, acknowledging that death is the only truth that exists on earth requires an exploration of the psychological implications of this truth. It necessitates an understanding of the mechanisms by which we repress our awareness of death and how this repression shapes our desires, fears, and behaviors. Conclusion. In Freud's approach, the truth of death takes on a layered and multifaceted meaning, intertwined with the unconscious forces that influence human existence. It highlights the intricate interplay between the desires for life and death within our psyches and underscores the importance of understanding how the acknowledgement of death's truth can inform our understanding of human behavior, motivations, and the dynamics of society.